Yo, what up everybody? This is Cole Richardson here in beautiful Hokkaido, Japan. And we're doing 5 questions with new schoolers. Shout out everybody who asked a question. And yeah, let's get to it. Question number 1. It's kind of a double question from Rock Inhabitant. What is your favorite trick to throw versus favorite trick to watch? For me, favorite trick to watch has always been Torin Yater-Wallace doing a Road 7. Shout out Torin for years and years of inspiration. So coincidentally, from that, my favorite trick to throw has also been a Road 7. He also asks, how do you cope with being injured? I feel like all my creativity and all of my energy all the time is always going towards my skiing and my ski career and how to better create my skiing and work on my skiing. So I try to just use any time I'm injured as well as use my off seasons to just pivot a bit of that creativity and a bit of that energy and focus it more to things outside of skiing, and as well just try and pull more inspiration from things outside of skiing. I think it's easy to get caught up in skiing being the only thing in your life, and it's funny, once I'm injured, I realize I got a lot of other interests that are outside of skiing, so I just try to really lean into that when I'm down and out, and I find that really helps me get even more motivated to ski, and usually helps me with my injury as well. Question number 2 from VT_scratch asks, how did your Arcteryx sponsorship come about? Only in the last few years did they seem to be interested in our kinds of free skiers. How has it been to work with them and have them to cater to your unique fits? Arcteryx has been amazing to work with. They've always been so supportive of all of our crazy and creative ideas and have given us a lot of freedom to kind of pursue skiing exactly how we want to pursue skiing without putting many restrictions or guidelines on anything really. And to go with that, they've also been super accommodating with our fits. Baggy pants from Arcteryx are on the way. How did that sponsorship come about? A day about 3 years ago, skiing with Sam Kuch. Sam was working on a project for Arcteryx, and the filmer hit me up the night before they went out and asked if I would be able to come and just kind of be a second guy on scene for safety purposes, I guess, and just kind of go and stand on top of the lines while Sam went down in case anything happened, so they could have somebody above him to get to him. And with that, luckily, I got to ski some of the lines after Sam went down. And we had a super sick day and skied a bunch of lines together in Whistler backcountry. And at the end of that, there was a photographer shooting photos the whole time. Shout out Angela Percival, who I found out after the shoot was the main Arcteryx photographer. And luckily for me, she reached out to the Arcteryx team manager right after the shoot, and at the end of the week I had a message in my inbox from the team manager. Shout out Justin Sweeney. So yeah, that's kind of how things happened super naturally, and yeah, super grateful for everything they've done, so shout out. Question number 3 is, do you feel any sense of repetitive nature in the realm of ski films and projects? And is there any direction you would like to see ski films progress in that isn't just bigger/better tricks? Yeah, I would say I definitely feel a realm of repetitive nature within ski films and projects these days. I think it's just a result of a lot of people in the game having their formulas that they use and they repeat. And I'm not mad at that either, because if you got something that's working for you and you've got your own way of doing things, why switch it up? At the same time, I challenge more photographers and more filmers that maybe have their formula to try and switch that up and step outside of that and try and film in a way that they wouldn't normally. And I think that would help the game a lot, is to just have a lot of people that are in it that contribute to the industry trying to improve creatively themselves and try and do stuff differently on their side. I think what I'd like to see more of in the game is just more expression and more individuality. I think we got a lot of people trying to do what other people are doing in this industry, and I think just seeing more people just stick to their guns and just try and be original, just lean into what you think is cool and don't try to copy what the next person's doing. Question number 4, Nicholas Suchi asks, why do all the washed up old heads keep hogging all of the budget? Controversial question, Nicholas Suchi, and it was our most liked question out of them all. Few ways to go about this. I think number 1, I definitely believe that there could be some better distribution of budget amongst the industry. I see a lot of people that are doing the most to push the culture and push the progression of the sport that are not getting rewarded as I believe that they should be getting rewarded within the game. So I definitely like to see some more balance within that, to see some more funds and opportunity go towards maybe some of the underground individuals that are doing a lot to help improve the sport. But at the same time, budget is yours for the taking. There's always budget going around, and I think half of getting budget is knowing how to collect budget and how to pitch your ideas and how to work with brands. So I don't think anybody is hogging up any budget, and I definitely don't think washed up old heads are hogging the budget, because the sport is brand new. Free skiing's brand new. We're talking 2 generations, 3 generations, so every person that you're referring to is a washed up old head. Also paved the way for you and I to be doing this. So shout out all those guys, because we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for them. Question number 5 from All Fries No Pizza, dope username, says, what was it like growing up in a mountain town, and how did that affect the growth and direction of your skiing? If you were from somewhere else, do you think you'd still ended up going down the freeride route, or would you have gravitated towards another discipline? Dope question. Yeah, I think me growing up in a mountain town, I'm from Canmore, Alberta, a small little town surrounded by mountains, and I think that played a huge role in me choosing to become a big mountain backcountry skier. Growing up in the mountains and being surrounded by the mountains 24/7 definitely made me want to live and spend my time within the mountains. So yeah, undoubtedly I would say that played a role in me becoming the skier I am and having the inspirations that I have today. I think where you're from plays a lot in who you become, and I'm grateful that I grew up where I did to focus on this discipline of skiing. Bonus question, Ferdinandal asks, what does it mean to you to stir the pot? Shout out Ferdy. Stirring the pot has been a term used between the two of us for the past few years right now to constantly talk about what needs to be changed within the industry and what we can do to try and bring some fresh energy towards the game. So to stir the pot means to switch it up and to add something new. Shout out everybody that asked the question. Thank you. Shout out New Schoolers for making this happen, and shout out Arcteryx. Hope you guys all have a good one. Maybe we'll do this again sometime. Peace.